สวัสดีค่ะท่านผู้มีเกียรติทุกท่านบริษัท Travel and Tour Agency มีความยินดีที่จะนำตามโปรแกรมการท่องเที่ยวในครั้งนี้ดิฉันขอแนะนำตัวเองที่พร้อมจะให้บริการอำนวยความสะดวกทุกท่านระหว่างการเดินทางท่องเที่ยวในครั้งนี้ดิฉันมิคิวาเลนสวลาทำหน้าที่แทนมกุเทศแล้วดิฉันขอนำเสนอเกี่ยวกับ The Historic City of Ayutthaya. Skip the current capital of Thailand to visit the old one. Welcome to Ayutthaya. Ayutthaya is one of Thailand's historical and majestic highlights. The historic city of Ayutthaya today is reduced to remain. The old city will transport you into an ancient era with its haunting but romantic ruins, including old palaces and temples that still stand erect today in a fairly well-preserved state. The historic city of Ayutthaya, founded in Nong Pan Samurai Hasik, was the second capital of the Siamese kingdom. It flourished from 14th to 18th centuries. During this time, it grew to be one of the largest and most cosmopolitan urban areas and a global of diplomacy and commerce. Ayutthaya was strategically located on an island surrounded by three rivers, namely Chao Phraya, Pasak, Lopburi rivers, connecting the city to the sea. The old city came to a brutal end when it was attacked by the Burmese in 1767. Much of the city was devastated by fire, and those who were not killed were taken by the Burmese and forced into slavery. Most of the city was destroyed, and what is left of those relics and temples are still found in Ayutthaya today as an extensive archaeological site, of which they are about ha-zip. All of the ruins found in Ayutthaya today took about Nongroy Hasip years to complete in total. Most of the palaces were made of wood, which did not withstand the fire that destroyed the capital, which is why mainly of stone temples remain. The temples have their own Siamese styles, but those temples' constructions drew upon inspiration from other influences, including Sri Lanka. There are also instances of Khmer architecture, as the capital started out as a Khmer military and trading outpost. The ruins were discovered in 1991 and they were designated as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Visitors and tourists going to Ayutthaya can marvel its grandeur reflected through numerous magnificent temples and ruins concentrated in and around the city. Although there are numerous attractions, the Pranakansi Ayutthaya in the heart of Ayutthaya city is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a wonder to behold. The Pranakansi Ayutthaya was glorified as one of the biggest cities in the Southeast Asia and a power of Sea Iroy ng subject years. Ayutthaya is close to Bangkok, so we can travel by bus or by car comfortably to explore the ancient city at leisure. A must-visit tourist attraction for history buffs. A visit of Ayutthaya will help us to develop a greater understanding of Thailand's historical and cultural background. Since then, the ancient city has been squeezed into busy travel itineraries and makes a great day trip for those who have a few days in Bangkok. The best time to visit this stunning ancient city is between November and January. The reason is that it is the only period in Thailand when they experience little rainfall and the weather is perfect for visiting the islands and crossing the rivers. So, as your tour guide, I have some travel tips for you and to other tourists and visitors that are willing to come in Thailand to visit the historic city of Ayutthaya. First, Ayutthaya and Thailand as a whole are hot and humid. If you never visited this country before, make sure you pack enough of water to stay hydrated. Second, some temples are free to visit, while the others charge a small entrance fee. And third, dress properly. The temples might be in ruins, but they are still a religious location. สวัสดีค่ะตอนนี้ก็เป็นช่วงสุดท้ายของโปรแกรมคาร์ทองเที่ยวเรื่องเรานะคะซึ่งขณะนี้เรากำลังเรียนตั้งคลับอยุธยาโฮเทลดิฉันในนามของบริษัท Travel and Tour Agency ขอขอบคุณท่านผู้มีเกียรติทุกท่านที่ให้ความหวังไว้ใจในการใช้บริการเที่ยวครับในเราครั้งนี้หวังว่าองค์ขัดหน้าของกลุ่มกันไม้ในโปรแกรมอื่นๆสุดท้ายนี้ขอให้เรียนตั้งคลับโดยสวัสดิภาพทุกท่านสวัสดีครับ